So I'm just harvesting some of my thyme here, and I've got a few different kinds of thyme, and they're all really good. And the more you harvest, the more you'll get. So I'm just going to cut them up, and then once I get a few bunches, I'm just going to tie like an elastic band or whatever around the bunches, and then just hang them upside down to dry like this for a few weeks, and then they'll be ready to pull off all of the thyme, and then I'll be able to store it for winter. Thyme is also one of those plants that's super easy to grow. It's a perennial, so that means it'll come back year after year, and it's cold hardy, so it's just one of those plants that's really good to have in your garden. It doesn't take up a lot of space. You can keep harvesting it and it'll regrow, and then you can keep drying it, and you can just enjoy it year after year. So I want to show you something here because I think this is something that's really worth noting. So on both sides of this plate I have thyme, and this one over here is grocery store thyme that I just bought, and then here is the thyme that I grew myself and dried. And if you look at it, you can see a marked difference. The store-bought one is just a lot less vibrant in color. It's a lot more, I guess, kind of pulverized looking, if that makes any sense. And then here I've just got more of like a full leaf. It's a brighter green. The fragrance is much stronger with the homegrown one. So growing your own herbs is really worth it in terms of what you get in terms of quality and just a nicer end product. It's a warm day today, so I'm going to make myself a refreshing drink. I just have a mason jar here filled with some ice. I have some spearmint leaves and a lemon, so I'm just going to cut this up and make a refreshing spa water. I remember years ago I stayed at the Four Seasons Hotel. We had to go there for work one day, and in their spa area they had a bunch of different spa waters, and they had big jugs of water filled with lemon and mint, and they had other ones with oranges and grapefruit, other ones that had basil and watermelon. So now I'm just going to fill this up with water, and this is going to be so good. And you may be wondering if there's any health benefit to drinking it, and the answer is yes. There's so many benefits to drinking lemon water. The vitamin C and the flavonoids in it help protect your cells and keep your skin nice and clear. It helps reduce bloating. It may even help reduce kidney stones. The ultimate thing is it just keeps you hydrated and healthy. So lots of good reasons to drink lemon water. So there's just a few ingredients, and you have a refreshing drink for a hot day. Cheers! Here's my Rubbermaid tub garden that's filled with potatoes, and it looks like a few of them are ready to be harvested. So this tub right here, you see all of the leaves have died back, so that means they're ready to be harvested. These ones over here, the leaves are still quite green because I planted them much later, so these ones have to stay still until, you know, the green part, I guess, dies back and looks all brown like this. So I'm going to leave this one alone, but that one looks ready, and then this one looks ready as well. And then I also have a smaller tub in the back that I'm going to harvest as well. Okay, so here are my 3 tubs of potatoes ready to harvest, and let's see what we got. So this first bucket is just the size of your average kitchen garbage can, so we'll see how many potatoes we get out of this one. And this is what we got out of our first small bucket. Looks like about 9 potatoes. So I'm pretty happy with that little harvest from that small container. And we'll do this bigger container next. And here's my potato harvest in total. And if I had to guess, it's probably about 10 or 11 pounds. That's sort of what it feels like to me by weight. So that's not bad for 3 tubs. Now, when you harvest your potatoes, it's important not to wash them. You can take a soft cloth and brush some of the dirt off if you like, but what you want to do is not wash them and just lay them out in a single layer if you can in a cool, dark place, anywhere from 45 to 60 degrees for 2 weeks. And what that will do is it will allow the skin on the potatoes to harden and they will store better, because when you first pick them, the skin on the outside is very, very thin and delicate, so they need a chance to harden. So if today's harvest is any indication, I have 5 more tubs, so I should have about 20 more pounds of potatoes coming in the next couple of weeks, which I'm super happy about. So next year I may just decide to expand that further and put out maybe some more tubs to expand that harvest even more. Thanks so much for joining in with me today, and we'll see you next time.